name is Faith Rawley. I'm the fitness manager at the Kroc Center of Memphis. As part of Own Your Season, we have provided you with workout videos that we hope you've been able to take advantage of so far. But we know that you spend a lot of your time probably at work, at a desk maybe, or in a workspace. And so we wanted to just provide you with some little workout tips or exercise tips that you can do even when you're at work, just to help you own your season, just feel relaxed, peaceful, and intentional about your health for this season. So I wanted to start off in a place that we probably find ourselves very familiar, at a laptop, computer. Maybe that's at home, maybe that's at work. We often get into this stage of like tensing our shoulders. Maybe we're kind of hunched over our laptop. All of that is not great for our physical body. It's not great for our posture. It's not great for our neck, for our head, for our muscles in our shoulders and back. But in addition, it can also increase stress, because when we're hunched like this, we're not being able to open up and breathe and open up the lungs. So one thing I wanted to just encourage you with to begin with is, when you are sat at your laptop or your computer, to really think about how you're seated. So just take a moment, and you can do this with me right now if you're at that place, is to stretch out your arms and make sure they're laying on the desk. Sit tall, and then we're just going to take some big breaths. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up through the chest. It's going to help bring the shoulders back and down, and it's going to help to reduce stress as well, because breathing is known as a stress reducer. So let's just take some really big breaths together. So we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll do that about 4 more times. All right, so that's a simple exercise that you can do at your desk space, anywhere that you're working, just to take time to take 5 big breaths. It really helps you relax your body. You're cueing your body that it's time to relax, it's time to be rested and not be stressed. And it also helps with your posture. So as you're breathing in, think about expanding through your lungs, lifting your shoulders slightly but opening, and then as you lower back down in that exhale, then you're just bringing everything back into alignment, trying to keep all of that tension out of our shoulders. So that's one thing that you can do at your desk space. So now I want to show you a couple of stretches that you can do from anywhere, any workspace that you're in, whether it's in an office or whether it's another workspace. Just taking a few minutes to do some simple stretches that can help cue your body that it's time to relax. We often get very stressed out at work, but it's important that we physically tell ourselves we can relax and we can be relaxed. And that's something that we can do physically by stretching and breathing, but also mentally. Then that helps us just know that we're in a relaxed pose. And then that transfers into us being better equipped to do our work that we need to do. So we're going to take some just simple stretches here. We're going to start with just a little stretch up and over to the side. And what you want to really think about here is tightening kind of up through the middle so that you can lengthen out through the side of the body. So just taking a big stretch over and maybe just reaching with the fingers over towards the side of the room. And then you can do the same on the other side. And you ideally want to hold these stretches for about 30 seconds. We'll do an abbreviated version, but you can do it for a little bit longer if you want to. And then if you want to, you can get a twist in your chair. So either looking towards the side of the chair or holding the back of the chair. And try and look over your back shoulder. And the whole time that you're stretching, you want to think about that breath work. So breathing in through your nose and out through the mouth. Same to the other side. Now we can do a little head and neck stretch here, so you can just gently pull down the head to one side. And you don't want to over press it, but just a nice gentle stretch to open out the neck, release that tension into the shoulders, and on the other side. And then with your feet firmly planted, what you can do is reach all the way down to your feet and just feel a little bit of a round through the back. It's helpful to try and keep the head above the heart at this point so that you don't feel faint when you come back up. And then reach it back up. And if you want a little bit more stretch for the back, then you can round the shoulders and really round through the spine. And then really arch through the back and open up, extending the chest, just to get some of that back mobilized. And we'll do a couple more of these. This feels pretty good, especially if you've been sat at a desk for a long time. You really want to stretch out the back. And then for your legs, it's always a good idea to kind of put your feet down and just tip your toes. So just doing some little toe points, heel flexes. And then final stretch for the legs can be to put one knee or one foot on the knee and then just really gently press down on that knee to open up the hips. Again, if we're seated a long time, it's good to just get a little bit of stretch and motion into the legs. Holding that stretch for about 30 seconds is our goal. And the same on the other side. All right, good. Make sure you release out your wrists and hands. And again, if you've been working on a computer, sometimes we get some issues in our wrists and hands. So always a good stretch is just to kind of gently pull back on the fingers and then maybe press down just to extend through the wrist and the hands. And the same on the other hand. So hopefully those simple stretches you can incorporate into your workday at some point. Couple things to leave you with, and this is to do with screens. It's really important that you give yourself a screen break if you primarily work with a screen. Oftentimes we find ourselves, especially if we're busy at this time of year, eating our lunch at our desk. If you do find yourself doing that, take a 5-minute walk straight after lunch so that you can just get out, move your body. That movement actually helps with digestion too, so it's really good that if you do find yourself having to have a working lunch, that you just take 5 minutes to go out and get a walk, just to kind of get things moving. And a general rule is to, after 20 minutes of screen interfacing, that you take a 20-second break and try and look 20 feet at least away from your screen. So again, that might be getting up, moving around, but just trying to give yourself a time when you're not so focused on a screen. That helps again just calm the mind, calm the body, and it probably will initiate a time for you to stand up, move around a little bit, don't just sit. And these are some simple ways that you can just incorporate movement, well-being, health into your workday. All right, thank you.